Okay, we're going to talk today about getting in shape. My guess is that most people here sitting behind a desk all day, pretty lethargic. How can I possibly get in shape? Well, what we don't want to talk about is the same old thing. Basketball, tennis, running. You've seen that before. We want to see something easy to get into, low cost, some way to improve. First up, hiking. You may not know, but hiking is everywhere. We have tons of hiking trails in Arizona. Very low cost to get to. You wouldn't think so. We're in the middle of the desert, right? There's lots of things that I'm talking about today you may not realize about Arizona. So you can hike pretty much anywhere.
Can you read them?
You can do it alone. You can do it as a group. Very low cost. This is going to be from low cost to high cost and also sort of lowest impact to highest impact. Very low cost. You need a water bottle and some legs. Okay? No offense to anyone here. Maybe a camel pack. You know, nice little drinking tube. And for reference, tons and tons of books showing you all sorts of trails. Inside Phoenix, outside Phoenix. And the great thing is, you can go be completely outside of view of all of Phoenix. Just in the mountains. Right in the middle of Phoenix. Not too bad, right? Okay, next up, if hiking is not your thing, you can try some yoga. Maybe you have tried some yoga. Maybe it's that weird thing that those contortionist people do. Well, it's not that bad. It's not terrible. You do need a mat. You know, very simple thing. Probably want your own mat. Some gyms provide them. I would suggest you get your own mat. And it's really, really cheap. Classes, a couple bucks. Very low impact. And the interesting thing about yoga, if anyone here has not tried it, is you don't do anything like crazy lunging, jumping, whatever, but at the end of the day, you feel like you got hit by a freight truck. You're just like, how could I possibly be sore? I didn't move more than 2 miles an hour like the entire day, right? It really hits you though, and works all of your body. You can go from the very lowest level of doing that to stuff that I can't even imagine how they're able to hold these poses. So there is infinite amount of improvement capacity built into yoga. And honestly, if you can do that, you can go to most yoga classes. Beginner yoga classes, that's it. Do this. You do that, you can do yoga. Okay, soccer. Now, many of you may have been watching the Euro Cup this year, or the Olympics. There's been some soccer. We're not talking about this kind of soccer. We're talking about indoor or arena soccer. Okay, it's a very different kind of thing. It's usually played inside in usually a hockey rink, actually, like an indoor hockey rink, and not like ice hockey, like roller hockey. And so you have boards around the edges. The goals are just inset into the walls. And much like hiking, if you can run and do this with your foot, you can play soccer. That's it. Trust me, I play with people. They can't even do this and this at the same time. They can run, and then they can kick. The bar is not particularly high. Of course, there's higher level leagues for people who've been doing it longer, but very easy to get into. Team play. So if you're more into the team-oriented aspect, people keep you motivated. This is a very good way to get into that. Many of these teams are mandatory co-ed. Like where I play at Castle, you have leagues that are 2 women, 4 men on the field at all times, or 3 women, 3 men. So you're going to have a very good mix of genders. It's not like super ultra male dominated, or like yoga where it tends to be more female dominated. Very, very well mixed. Got men's only leagues, women's only leagues, if that's your thing. Lots of places you can go to do it, and yes, if you can run and kick a ball, you can play soccer. Okay. Some examples of soccer in action. Got a guy with the ball. Guy trying to stop him. I mean, you now understand the basic concepts of soccer. Like that's what it goes. Guy runs up to you and you go in his way, and you kick the ball his way. And that's really all there is. You might want some shin guards. Pretty cheap. They're like 10, 20 bucks. Nothing big. My favorite sport, ice hockey. That's what I love to watch and play. This is not this kind of ice hockey. I do not play this kind of ice hockey. You will never find checking. Sort of the rough sort of play, that kind of stuff. You will not find that in recreational hockey. We're talking about just guys out having fun, passing the puck around, hockey stick, got some skates on, shin pads that are bigger than this. Unfortunately, it is more expensive. However, what you get for that is a supremely fast team sport. The fastest sport on 2 feet. As a hockey player, you can go 20, 30 miles an hour on a straightaway. You can go very fast. And it's really fun to be moving that fast. It's a really great experience. And to be so agile. You would not believe how fast you can stop and start and turn and pivot when you're playing hockey. But it's actually not that hard. So some examples of ice hockey in action. These are from local rinks. This is at Oceanside. This is at Altel. This was a Flagstaff tournament. These are all just local players just playing hockey. Most of them, there's many, many players who start at 20, 30, 40 years old. they can pick up hockey and start playing. And there's leagues to support them, beginner leagues. If you didn't know, there's 7 ice rinks in town, in the Phoenix area, spread all over the valley where you can go and start playing. Most of them have beginner leagues. That's it.